go.
Thank you. So right here, aquí mismo, se llama el escenario pastel. We call it the cake stage. Why? ¿Por qué? Very obvious, right? Es bastante obvio. Parece ser un pastel. And goes to the left as well. There we go. So you see Vlad over there. Como ven, Vlad, el director de producción de aquí, he runs everything. So Vlad, would you like to say hi to our passengers? ¿Te gustaría decirles hola?
Of course, good evening everyone, buenas noches.
Very good. Good
Welcome
evening.
to Odyssey of the Seas and welcome to our little piece of future here in 270.
Dice que bienvenidos al pequeño pedazo de futuro en 270. Vlad, all the way from Serbia, Vlad is de Serbia. He is our senior production manager in this venue and he is very knowledgeable. You'll see, él sabe un montón de cosas sobre esto. So we have the cake stage, tenemos el escenario pastel. To my left-hand side, we have the piano stage, or the piano lift. Tenemos el ascensor del piano. The center lift to my right, el ascensor central. And the one I came up from, 1, 2, and 3, they call it the actor lift. Y estos tres son el ascensor del actor. Right over here, we have left, izquierda. We have center, en el centro. And right, derecha. And...
Wrong.
Oh, I confuse left and right. Good thing I don't drive a ship. Confundo izquierda y derecha. Bueno que no esté manejando. So, okay, which one is right, which one is left?
Right, left, center behind you.
Center is behind me.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but it works.
Él dice que el centro es aquí, no hace sentido. Okay, so center and right. Last but not the least, último, pero no menos importante, 4 aerial hatches, 4 escotillas aéreas, 1, 2, 3, 4, where you're going to see all of our performers coming down during the shows. Van a ver a todos los artistas para arriba y para abajo durante los shows. So this is an incredible venue. Let me come this way. Vamos a venir por aquí. And the Vistarama. Let me show you. La Vistarama, dejarme decirles qué es. When Vlad wants to turn on and take us somewhere else, cuando Vlad lo prende y los quiere llevar a algunas partes distintas en el mundo, he lowers the vistas or the curtains, él baja las cortinas, and he turns on all the projectors, y prende los proyectores. Shall we light it up, Vlad?
Let's do it.
Vamos a prenderlo. Perfect. 18 projectors, 18 proyectores que tenemos aquí that we have in here. Or
Shall we tell them?
there's only 17. What happened now, Vlad? ¿Qué
Yes,
pasó ahora?
a number 18 went for his well-deserved vacation today.
Dice que se fue de vacaciones el 18.
But his brother came today.
His
However,
brother
he's
came,
still
right?
sleeping, we couldn't wake him up.
Dice que el hermano volvió. So what happened? Every once in a while we have technological issues. De vez en cuando tenemos problemas tecnológicos. So because we are at sea, we have to wait until the turnaround day, porque estamos en alta mar, esperamos hasta el día en que regresamos a Civitavecchia, and we got his brother today, and Vlad will be installing it tomorrow. Isn't it true, Vlad?
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm sleeping.
Va a instalarlo el día pasado mañana. So, 17 projectors, because number 18 is sleeping, 17 proyectores, but the image is not quite knitted yet. La imagen no está muy nítida. So, Vlad, can you align all of the projectors pixel by pixel? ¿Los puedes alinear pixel por pixel? Very good, Vlad. Muy bien. Un aplauso para Vlad and a round of applause for Vlad. It is actually quite hard to do that. Es bastante difícil. But now that we have all of this, who is familiar with the black and white TVs and the old test cards? ¿Se acuerdan las teles en blanco y negro y cómo solían testarse? Do you remember? No? ¿Se acuerdan? Yeah. Yes? Okay, let's test them. Vamos a testarlos. Funciona, but because life is not black and white, y porque la vida no es en blanco y negro, and I'm already black and white as well, so I'm kind of camouflaged in here, porque estoy medio camuflada, we're gonna add a pop of color. I love color. Vamos a adicionarle un poquito de color. Perfect, perfecto. Y ahora, and now we're going to add one of my favorite features of the Vistarama. Vamos a adicionarle una de las cosas favoritas para mí de la Vistarama, which is the illusion of depth, la ilusión de profundidad. Can we add some so it looks like a 3D? Va a aparecer 3D. Perfect. Now that we have everything, ahora que tenemos todo, let's set it into motion and see what it can do. Vamos a hacerlo mover para ver lo que puede hacer. Make it explode so it's dramatic. Me gusta el drama. Vamos a hacerlo explotar a ver qué tal. Can you give me a phoenix? Me compra un fénix. That's not a phoenix. You had one job. Tenía un trabajo. No es una fénix. It's a white pigeon. Anyway, what did you think of the Vistarama? Did you enjoy it? ¿Les gustó la Vistarama? Vamos a aumentarlo un poco. Every once in a while we have different things happening in here. De vez en cuando tenemos cosas distintas pasando aquí. You have to check your Cruise Compass or the Royal app. Chequen el programa diario que se llama Cruise Compass o la aplicación de Royal. And we have not only a production show here, no solo tenemos el show de producción, but also virtual concerts. Tenemos conciertos virtuales. That's what I'm about to show you. The first video. Is anyone familiar with John Williams? ¿Alguien conoce a John Williams? Make some noise. Yeah. Thank you. For the rest that think that you don't know John Williams, para los que creen que no lo conocen, let me tell you a little bit about him. Les voy a contar. He is a maestro, es un conductor de banda. He is very well known because he is responsible for the original soundtracks of some of the most well-known movies. Él es responsable por las bandas sonoras originales de algunas de las películas más conocidas. So I'm going to leave you with a 79-piece orchestra. Les dejo con una orquesta de 79 instrumentos and 7.1 audio de 7.1. If you are knowledgeable about audio in the theaters, your common theater has 5.1 and this has got 7.1. Si conoces un poco los teatros, su teatro normalmente tiene 5.1 y este tiene 7.1. So I'm going to leave you with a tribute to John Williams. I'll be right back. Les dejo con John Williams. Gracias. One clap, thank you.
A tribute to John Williams by John Williams. Arranged by Paul Lavender.
bien allá. ¿No más de este?
Ladies and gentlemen, John Williams. So you knew of him, lo conocían, ¿verdad? Right? And now, Vlad, before the children fall asleep with the classical music, shall we show them the robots? Antes de que se nos aburran los niños, les vamos a enseñar los robots.
Yes, let's wake up my babies.
Let's wake up your babies. Let me tell you a little bit about them while he pulls the robots down. Mientras él los baja, les voy a contar un poquito. $7.5 million, 7,5 millones de dólares. But that's not what's the best thing about what they call the crown jewel of Royal Caribbean's entertainment. Pero eso no es lo mejor sobre ellos. They are 6 robotic arms, 6 brazos robóticos connected to 6 100-inch LED screens, conectados a 6 pantallas de 100 pulgadas. They are mounted on top of a gantry that is weighing 5 tons. Están montados en algo que pesa 5 toneladas. But the best thing about them, la parte mejor de ellos, is who actually programmed them. ¿Quién los programó? Who is familiar with the Mars Rover project? ¿Quién conoce el proyecto de Mars Rover o de Marte? Yeah? 3-4 people here? Thank you for supporting me. Gracias por el apoyo. So, Mars Rover project, let me tell you. NASA sent to Mars robots to collect soil samples. La NASA mandó a Marte robots para colectar muestras de suelo para analizarlo. And the gentleman that actually programmed those robots, he's called Andy, goes by Andy Robot, you can Google it. El señor que lo programó se llama Andy Robot. He was also the one that programmed our robots. Fue el mismo señor que programó nuestros robots. So for me, that's impressive. Para mí eso es impresionante. So the gentleman is sending robots to Mars and creating our amazing entertainment. El señor está mandando robots a Marte y creando nuestro entretenimiento. So since 2014, the Quantum of the Seas, desde el Quantum of the Seas en 2014, we have created 12 different vignettes. Creamos 12 vídeos distintos. And the first one I'm about to show you is called Battle. El primero se llama Batalla. And it's the battle in between ice and fire, batalla entre el fuego y el hielo, and it's got a very, very good original soundtrack with, again, all the audio in the venue. Tiene una banda sonora original buenísima con el audio del venue. Who has never seen the robots make some noise? ¿Quién nunca vio los robots hagan ruido? Okay, I think you're gonna like them. I'm gonna leave you with Battle. I'll be right back. Les dejo con Batalla, ahora vuelvo. One clap for me. Gracias. the robots, ¿les gustó? They're quite impressive, son impresionantes. Especially if it's your first time seeing them, especialmente si lo han visto por primera vez. The next vignette, el próximo video that I'm about to show you is going to utilize everything the venue has to offer. El próximo video va a utilizar todo que el teatro tiene para ofrecer. The Vistorama, the robots, the sound, the lights, everything. A la pantalla detrás, los robots, el sonido, la luz y todo. And it's about Leonardo da Vinci, not DiCaprio, different ship, we don't want to go there. Es sobre Leonardo da Vinci. And it's quite fitting to the itinerary we're doing. Se encuadra bastante en el itinerario que estamos haciendo because we're setting sail out of Civitavecchia, Rome, porque estamos saliendo navegando de Roma. And Leonardo da Vinci was not only a painter, not only an artist. Da Vinci no era solo un pintor o un artista. He was also a genius, an engineer of some sorts. Era un ingeniero, un genio, digamos. And he came up with different gadgets from paper into real life. Y inventó muchas cosas, but there was one he was never able to make come true. Hubo una cosa que nunca pudo conseguir lograr sacarlo del papel en la vida real. And that was his flying machine, su máquina voladora. So this video is a tribute to that. Este video es un tributo a eso. It's Leonardo flying over his ancient Rome in his flying machine. Es Da Vinci volando en su Roma antigua, en su máquina voladora. I'll be right back. I leave you with Leonardo's dreams. Ahora vuelvo, le dejo. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo's Dreams, el sueño de Leonardo. And before I show you the last vignette, antes de enseñarles el último video, which is only seen on board this ship, que de hecho solo se puede ver aquí a bordo de este barco, it's called Oceanites, se llama Oceanites. I want to show you something else. Les quiero enseñar algo. And that's in fact the reason why I love doing the 270 experience as the first thing in the cruise. Y es la razón por la cual me encanta hacer la experiencia 270 al principio del crucero. When you meet the cruise director, cuando conocen al director de crucero, you think about back then, it's only the host for everything. Piensan en el director de crucero, lo ven, y se creen que es él solo la persona que va al micrófono, el presentador. But nowadays, it's so much more. Hoy en día es tanto más, tan más que eso. First, I'm the one female among 6 females in 26 ships. Soy una mujer, soy una de las 6 mujeres en the cruise directors en 26 barcos en la flota. But I don't work. Thank you, gracias. Thank you. But I don't work alone. Yo no trabajo sola. I have a team of almost 200 people, casi 200 personas en mi equipo, preparing for you every single day, every single cruise, the best entertainment possible. Preparando para ustedes cada crucero el mejor entretenimiento. Like people like Vlad that are the managers, the production managers in the venue, gente como Vlad que trabaja aquí. I have another production manager in the music hall, tengo a otro director de programación en el music hall, another one in the Royal Theatre, un otro en el Teatro Real. I have a sports manager, un gerente de actividades deportivas that runs all the daytime activities up on the pool, your surf simulator, el flow rider, el rock wall, the iFly, the North Star, all those activities. I have a musical director, tengo un director musical with an orchestra and all the bands, en todas las bandas. We have daytime activities, nighttime activities, a broadcast team, un equipo de video y televisión, in all the singers, all the dancers, all the musicians, all the acrobats, todos los cantantes, los músicos, los bailarines, todos los que hacen el teatro y el show that presents everything for you. And we are lucky to do what we love the most. Y tenemos mucha suerte de hacer lo que amamos más. So what I'm about to show you is a behind the scenes of how Oceanites was created. Les voy a enseñar un por detrás de las escenas cómo se creó Oceanites. So you see who we are even in Miami, because we have an amazing team in Miami. Tenemos un equipo maravilloso en Miami. They create our signature production shows, they create our vignettes, crean y trabajan en los shows, los piensan. They do all the choreography for them and then they set them up in here for us to work with them for you. So I'm gonna leave you with the behind the scenes. I'll be right back. Les dejo, ahora vuelvo. Thank you.
I think we're doing something that's never been done before.
What's exciting is making the impossible possible, making the audience feel that what they're seeing is impossible.
We are at the precipice of a completely new form of cinematography. People liken Royal Caribbean to being the Las Vegas of the oceans. We now have 50 venues on 26 ships, 134 productions, 1,500 cast members, 600 musicians. The crown jewel in the entertainment package is, of course, the RoboScreen installation. 6 robots, 6 axes each, 36 axes with 6 massive video screens. We had to go to the best people in the world to help us execute video on it, and there was no question that it was motivating.
We use a lot of technology, we use a lot of interactivity, and we mix a lot of the physical world with the digital world. We create new types of entertainment to bring people together physically.
We, over the years, have created 12 vignettes, but only one of them was live action, and that's the famous Dance in a Box. We came up with the idea of putting a dancer in a green box and rotating it and then recreating those movements on the robo screens Oceanides is the second in the Dance in a Box series.
Nick and Julian came up with this idea of doing this in a water tank.
Like, imagine water tanks rotating. I'm like, okay, I'm your man.
It's very technically complex, very technically difficult, very dangerous.
People have built water tanks before. I'm pretty sure it's the first time that someone builds a rotating tank. It's heavy engineering, not only to be able to rotate this thing with the weight of the water and the pressure, but also to come up with security features for the performers to be safe, because this thing gets sealed. They're basically trapped in there.
We've got 4x4x7, which is quite small for a synchronized swimmer. We're used to having a lot of space. We're used to being able to move back and forth.
It is a dance show, but there are levels of symbolism. Oceanite is the story of a pearl diver who dives into the ocean to find treasures. She comes across a group of water nymphs.
It's a fairy tale, it's a fantasy, and it's an adventure.
The perspective shifts and the illusion of depth are key principles in Oceanites. Ryan Marshall, who did all the pre-visualization, calculating the camera movement to achieve the movement that will create the perspective that we need.
There's a limitation of these physical screens driving a limited movement of another physical thing, and it's the toughest challenge to find where those two worlds intersect.
We're actually synchronizing the rotation of the tank with the movement of the physical screens, the movement of the cameras with the movements of the screens as well.
There were a few little technical hiccups. We have a computer-controlled camera. Would it hit someone in the head? Yes. The first time we rotated the tank, would it leak? Yes.
This is still a stunt, and the worst thing that you can do is start overlooking stuff. There's over 250 lighting cues in the show. 35 seconds without air, without breathing, basically working blindly.
It's very disorienting. So if you're all claustrophobic, it's a little scary.
The idea behind the ending of the show is to drain the water out of the tank, and Miho, one of our performers, injured herself. The suction of the water was stronger than what she was prepared for, so she ended up being pulled at the bottom of the tank very fast. It was very stressful. We had to stop everything to make sure that Miho was all right. So we really didn't know if Miho would be able to get back on the set. Miho did come back the next day with a big smile, and she wanted to get back in the tank and finish filming her scenes. It was very inspiring. We decided on a new ending which would be symmetrical to the beginning. Everything was real, live on camera. We wanted to use real animals. Koi fish are colorful, tropical, and caimans, small crocodiles, and one baby alligator.
It's really impressive when you start seeing these tanks moving. You can like, wow, this is impossible. What's going on?
It's fantastic. It's really fun. I mean, we have a really great creative space to be working and to be growing.
I am a kid at heart. This is obviously playtime. Very happy, over the moon.
I think with this film, we achieved something that is both aesthetically and technically a prowess.
This really is a dynamic video live performance that I think will be awe-inspiring to people that see it.
I feel extremely lucky to bring back what's at the heart of Royal Caribbean, the ocean.
There was a tendency for us to slightly forget the ocean outside the window. This is a really good reminder of what we're doing and where we are. I think that's a good line to close out on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nick Weir, our Senior Vice President of Entertainment. Este señor es mi jefe en Miami. And let me tell you about Oceanites. We are quite proud of it. Estamos bastante orgullosos de Oceanites because we were finalists on the Producers Guild Award. Fuimos finalistas en una competición de videos. And why are we super proud? We're still a cruise line company. We're not a video or filming company, and getting the second place actually is really good. Somos una compañía de cruceros y terminar en segundo es bastante bueno. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my final presentation. I'm going to leave you with Oceanites. This is mi última presentación. Les dejo con Oceanites, but not before inviting you to watch every single one of our shows. Right now at 10 p.m. we're going to have one of our headliners, Jack back, really good, amazing music. Quería invitarles a ver todos los espectáculos que tenemos, and we have great signature production shows. Those are the ones that do require a reservation. Those belong to Royal Caribbean. me gustaría invitarles a las producciones de Royal Caribbean. So you have to watch every single one of them. Enjoy the live music, enjoy the food, enjoy your bar staff, enjoy your cruise vacation, and I will see you around. Let me know how your cruise is going. I'll be outside waiting for your opinion. Thank you so much. Esperaré ahí afuera por vuestra opinión. Pásenla bien en el crucero, diviértanse, escuchen música, bailen, vean los espectáculos y coman de todo, beban de todo, pásenla muy bien. You were amazing, fueron espectaculares. Thank you so much. I'll be outside. Gracias.
venite ya. Lo compro. ¿Cuánto? ¿37 millones? Dame dos. Uno para el baño. Las cámaras dicen gracias.